Hello friends! Welcome to the first offering of mine on this channel, where I'll describe a little bit of what I intend the channel to be about. Currently, I've created some groups on Telegram where we have at least a few of us, and the intention behind those is to develop psychic abilities, develop spiritually, develop awareness of the nature of creation and how that affects manifestation, developing self-healing, psychic healing, and healing of others. And I'll leave the links for those groups in the description. I felt it was time to break out beyond those Telegram groups into something like YouTube so that I can potentially reach people that aren't already aware of what's going on in these other groups, build our lovely, supportive, nurturing community, have a place where people can go to feel comfortable and supported as they're growing in all of these manners. The reasons that I have the groups that I do is because they are expressions that I've spent a significant amount of time on, or in other ones that I'm just beginning to give more intent towards cultivating. And I understand the value of having a nurturing group to do those types of things along with, so that our inspiration isn't dampened or stifled due to an environment that isn't conducive to growth. It is at this time as well that I'm beginning, for my first time a little bit more seriously anyways, to offer one-on-one coaching and potentially even group coaching. We'll see how this expresses itself. Whether it's intuitive coaching, spiritual development, psychic development, energy work, energy healing development. To be clear, one thing I am not entertaining or interested in at this moment is doing personal psychic reads, although I've played with that in the past and have developed that to an extent. That's not where I find my calling. That's not what I'm being pulled towards, but instead psychically connecting and receiving spiritual revelation. That's what I'm more intrigued by, because instead of satisfying one person's answer, which would be a psychic read for one individual, when you can receive psychic information regarding spirituality, it's applicable to all who are interested in it. It's all encompassing in that manner. And that's the passion of mine for years now. So I'm at this point interested in pursuing things that still allow me to cultivate what I have cultivated and will continue to intend to cultivate and deepen in those understandings even further. I don't place any expectations on anyone who joins the group other than, which sounds funny, hey? No expectations other than there will be an energy and vibration level that will be encouraged for sure, and that's of love and support and nurturance. That's the way that I've learned to be most valuable in expressing myself in this world, through experiential examination. It's not just a preference, but you're backed up and supported by the universe when you move from and with love. And when you don't move from and with love, you're denying the universe's support to an extent, from a perspective. All right, so I think we'll stop this session here. Another thing that just came to me was, I'm not a social media person. I'm not a technology type of person, so I'm doing this as minimally as possible. So I don't intend to be as active as somebody who's really so invested in such means. I'm using these as an expression to connect and communicate in the means that serve not just myself, but the others who are interested in that moment. But I also have to consider my own boundaries and know that what I've cultivated within me largely came from removing distractions, including technological distractions. And I value that highly because of what I've cultivated. So you might find that I express myself a little bit different than some other people using social media to connect, and I guess that's a little bit of my disclaimer up front, so that people aren't surprised when they're maybe trying to contact me or connect to me, and the response is maybe not what they expect, or maybe not how they expect, because I won't be on my phone constantly trying to see who's messaging. I won't be on my emails constantly. What I'll be doing as best I can is cultivating stillness and developing myself. That's my priority. But at this moment, I've chosen to step a little bit out of that in order to offer some direction to others who are searching and seeking and from their perspective needing some of the understandings that I've gained through doing the practices and processes that I have for myself. The practices and processes I'll share videos on those types of things as well as other musings, as other psychic information that comes through. Don't be resistant to the word psychic. It means soul. Psyche means soul. It's just a spiritual information, spiritual connection, spiritual communication. So don't allow the misunderstandings of the conceptual, egoistic / carnal mind to scare you of something that actually serves your betterment. And with that, pleasure to meet you, my friend. I love you, and we'll talk soon.